Cathy Cress again, and I am back with my YouTube series, Partnering Geriatric Care 1, and we are doing the playlist Partnering with the Private Duty Home Care Agency, and we're now at number 4. So we were talking about how do you select the best private duty home care agency to partner with? First of all, are they willing to partner with you? That's, a 101. And then will they allow you to interview care providers, because you just don't want them sent to the site. You really, you're as strong as your weakest link, and your client's going to fire you if the care provider's wrong. So you want to interview them first. You don't always need to do that, but you want to make sure they'll allow you to do it. And you can accept or reject a care provider. So, you have power in there, and the power is necessary because you don't want to be fired by your client or him to be unhappy. That they will allow you to monitor once a week or as necessary. That means going to the case site, so that you're doing co-supervision with them. And do they feel comfortable with that? Because that's what you have to do. The client is paying you, the geriatric care manager, to supervise. And what you do when you go out there is you talk to the client, do all the vital signs, etc. And then you look at the charting of the care provider, and then you talk to the care provider. So 2/3 of what you're doing. And why do you do that? Because that care provider gives you feedback about the client, as does the charting. Do they feel comfortable with that? It's an incomplete visit for you to the client if you can't do that. So you want to know. Can they staff the same day? I talked last time about staffing at night. Can they staff the same day? You get people who are coming out of the hospital and they need staffing the same day. Do the care provider specifications that the private duty home care agency use align with what you need? Say you need care providers who drive. Do the algorithms in the staffing database find you drivers? Lifting, you want to know care providers who can lift. Will they do, do they have a whole base of people that do, grooming, bathing, ADLs? Do they have quality of life activities? Meaning do they have care providers who speak different languages, who are able to take people to the opera, that are a higher step of care provider? And that's a growing field, because older people not only want to be taken care of in a home in bed, they want to get out and find joy in their life. It takes a different kind of care provider to do that. Can they come up with that in their algorithm, in their staffing database, in their agency? Do they have care providers who can assist in relocation, moving older people? So you want to make sure that the monitoring is okay, because you're doing double supervision here. You want to make sure, and you want to make sure that you have developed a form. I have this in my geriatric care management manual, that you either email or you scan or you get to that staffing coordinator right away, that tells them exactly what you need. Don't do it orally. You need to have information passed in a system, and make sure they're able to do that. And make sure that they're going to replace care providers upon request, because when you do the visit, you might find that this care provider is not working out because the older person doesn't like them. They're supposed to be using a Hoyer lift and they have no idea how to do it. They've left early, they've come late, etc., etc., etc. When you work with geriatric care management, 3/4 of it has to do with staffing. And then, are they going to allow you to be part of their own training for the care providers? Because there should be a whole module on working with a care manager as well as the staffing agency. And you should be training the care providers as to what you're looking for, so they're not going, who's this person and what are they asking me, and are you kidding? So you want to introduce those requirements. Well, they let you all do that. If they're going to let you do it, that's a good sign. You can sort of get engaged now because you're going to get married. I'll see you next time. Always go to my website, cathycress.com. I blog right along with us.